Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 1 of the Belkits Hyundai i20 build. I don't know how many parts it's going to be. It will just be, once it's finished. I'm not going to say there's going to be 10 parts. Just do it till it's built really. Going to build it out of the box. There's only one decal set for it, which is the one on the box cover here, and the paints I've gone for from the guys over at ProScale, Paul and Simon. I reached out to them and then asked if they could sort me out the colours, and they did, and the service was brilliant, so I'm really looking forward to using these. So I've got the paint, the primer and the 2K. I'm going to use them all on there. I'll be using Tamiya LP for other stuff as well, and the usual Tamiya extra thin quick setting and other bits for the build. So just open the box and get started. So as you can see, I've taken everything out of the bags. Just so it's not so, but I've kept the clearing the bags for obvious reasons, but just to stop the crinkly noises on the videos. And the first bit I'm going to do is start stripping the parts off. I get these little tubs, I've got them from IKEA, 50p each, and I'll cut all the parts off the trees and put them in here. Keeps the bench tidy, and no plastic floating around the room. Right, so what I do, I tend to just put like exterior parts in one pot, interior parts, and just so I know roughly where things are. And I just roughly cut them off. I don't, and then I'll come back later on and clean them up with a sanding stick. It's alright, I shan't bore you all with taking every part off. I'll come back to you in a minute when I've got it all off. Right guys, I've got most of the bits off of the sprues, but some of the small bits I've left on the sprue because knowing my luck I'd end up losing them, so I'll sort of keep them there till I need them, sort of thing. So what I want to do first, I don't know if anyone saw Nigel's inbox review, but he's got the 2020 version of this, and we were wondering what the differences were. Well, the difference is, I think I've got sprue I, which is there, and he's got, I want to say, sprue J, but that is the differences of the kit. So mine's got sprue I, and he's got a slightly different sprue, which makes it the 2020 car. Because we were wondering whether it was just the same car with different decals, but it's not. They've put the differences in. But one of the first things I wanted to do on the body shell, it's got the rear arches here in part 40. Well, we were wondering whether we could like put all the arches on and then paint it, because it's all the same colour other than the vents inside. So, but there's some vents to go in under the arches in here. So I want to dry fit them and see if we can get away with fitting it all and then painting it all in one. So we'll do that. Just makes it easier when you get a paintbrush or airbrush out. Probably don't need both parts. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. I might have to paint it all off the sprue. Oh no. Yeah, that's going to be fine, that. I think it is. If that's the case, I can get these arches put on and start preparing the shell, because I build all out of sequence on the instructions. I usually start with the body shell and then probably work backwards if fits up in there like that. Yeah, it's going to be fine, that. He says. Right guys, so that's going to work, so we can put the wings on so that we can paint it all in one. What I am going to do, the little location holes here are a little bit tight, so I'm going to drill them out, just tidy them up just so that all the parts, and I'm going to clean all these bits up with me sanders and me knives. And so this is not me telling you how to do it, this is just the way I do it. It's probably the most awkward way on the planet, but it suits me. I'd never tell anyone how to build their models. What I might do, I might look for see if there's seam lines and sand them out before I start gluing any parts on. Well, I use one of these, I just use a permanent marker and find the seam line and just go over it so you know where to sand. I don't know whether you know that's a seam line. We'll have a look. I'll just write it over there, soften those edges a bit. It's really well moulded, very faint thin lines. Just like to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel recently. Nigel gave me a shout out, and quite a few of you have subscribed, so thanks for that. It means a lot. I'm hoping to do more of these if it goes well. Sand this out, get a bigger one. Using me i20 1000 grits. Love these sanders. Just wish they'd do a skinnier one, because they just won't get in the tight spaces. Not much cleanup on this one. Model maker's dream. Guys, I'm going to just clean these holes out just so that everything fits. Not looking to make the holes any bigger, just cleaning them up. Find with Belkits, there's such a good fit that at times you put paint and everything down, you need to re-drill the holes anyway, so I just do it from the start now. New set of drill bits that I got. The advice of Nigel. Buy most of my stuff on the advice of Nigel, because if it's rubbish, he'll tell you it's rubbish, and if it's good, he'll tell you it's good. So if it's good and he likes it, I buy it. Done. There. I'm just going to tidy up the arches, because when I cut them off the sprues I always leave a bit on. Just so you can sand it. See what I mean? Even with a cleaned out holes, they still fit really snug. No bad thing. Is that right? Just get me Tamiya extra thin. Put a little dab on the holes in behind. Can't see my fat fingers, but on the back of the locating pins. I'll use that to get it in place, and then I'll go round afterwards, and I just use the little locating pins on the back just to locate them. And once that sort's going off, I'll go around and put some more glue on just to make sure that it's fitting. That's that one. That's the front one. Oh no, back one. Right. So same as the other side, just pop it on. Bit of glue on the back. Might put a clamp on that one. That one's not so good. Close peg. Give that a few minutes. Right, they've gone off a bit now. So what I'm going to do, just put a dab around all the seams just to make sure that they're on. Probably don't need it, but it's just my peace of mind. Don't want them falling off. That's them. It's not the best there, but I think there's anything I can do about it. Let's get a stronger clip. That's not an awkward place at all, that, is it? I'll just hold it for a minute. So we'll paint this all the it'll be this blue. That's the main body colour. Needs a good shake out, but and then we'll just come in, mask it up, and paint these bits. I believe they're like semi-gloss black. I'll have a look, and it just makes it all a bit easier. So we'll do the same for the fronts now. Hoping these will fit. I'll clean them up. So yeah, that's that one. I like the rear ones. Just come in. Yeah. Just let that tack off. Get some clips out here. I just bought these, bought a set of kebab skewers and some clip. I bought these in Aldi. I think they're like £2-3. Got loads of them. They're brilliant. Could do with some slightly bigger ones at times, but they're alright. Put that in. Can't see now because the skewers are in the way. Some more clips. Right, I'll let that dry for a few minutes. Let's see if there's any more that needs to go on the shell. If not, it could be a case that I can rub that down, prime it and paint it. Don't think there's any other bits can go on, so that can now be sanded down and or prepared, not sanded. I like to just key the surface so it's not shiny, so that the primer's got something to stick to. Yeah, that's all that. That's the body ready for paint now once that sort of glue's dried. So what we can do now is come back to part one. And we got the main chassis, and it's telling us we need to drill out some holes, and it's ideal because giving you the size they need to be, 1.5 and 1.8. Which could be a problem. I've only got a 1.6 drill. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I'll get the drill, start drilling. Love this pin vise. Got it from Ed at Premium Hobbies. Brilliant little pin vise. I had the Tamiya, I've still got the Tamiya one, but I much prefer this one. So let's get the instructions. So this one here is a 1.5. Another 1.5. They've marked it here for you, so you'd have to go some to get this wrong. They've come a long way since their earlier kits. One of their kits was a nightmare. I had to do a load of measuring in the wheel arch to fit. I believe it was a Polo. A lovely kit other than that, but it stressed me out. I'll do the 1.8s, 1.5. I can always ream them out a bit more. What's that? I'll say these drill bits are really good. Got these from Premium Hobbies. Proper micro box ones. The last ones I had were fake ones. I thought they were rubbish when I bought them. No, so it's not both sides for the 1.8s, it's just the... I was getting confused, I thought there's no mark there, but it just says there both sides for the 1.5s, but the 1.8s on the back end you don't have to do. 1.5 there. .5 there. There's always one that's awkward, isn't there? I'll get it. As long as I can get through, I'll come back through the other side. There he is. Two more holes and then that's all the drilling done, I think. Yeah. So if you're new to the channel or I don't know you, pop in the comment down below what your name is and where you're from. I'm just interested to know where you're all from, where you're viewing from. You know, tell me a bit about yourself if you want as well. Be good to know my viewers. And if you're not subscribed and you like what you see, please give us a like. It really helps me out. It helps the channel, and see what else I'm building in the future. I've got a lot planned, so we'll see what we are. Right, that's them holes drilled. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end that there because I need to do some painting. This all needs painting silver. I need to do some research on that because I'm not sure what colour that really should be. So I'm going to paint a load of stuff up, and then in the next video we can start gluing some bits together. I might even get the shell ready and painted. But thanks for watching, guys. If you don't follow my friends, I've got Sue Ice Queen 7, Paul Plastic Monkey, Nigel at Nigel's Modelling Bench, and we do live streams on a Tuesday. We're on Sue's channel, which is Ice Queen 7. On Saturday we're on Paul's, which is Plastic Monkey, and that's 9 o'clock. Sue's is 7:30 on a Tuesday. So Saturday's 9 o'clock on Paul's Plastic Monkey, and 7:30 on a Sunday we're on Sue's again. And then sometimes I'll do a random live as and when, so you know, there won't be no notice. It'll just be, might just get thrown up if we're bored at the bench, and we'll just throw one up. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye for now.